up, motherfuckers? It's your boy Comics on the Edge. Welcome back to the low grades. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Miss that sick beat drop.
I know, man.
That's what I missed last week. We should have had that on our phones just so we could walking around the con drop that from every time we crossed paths. It should have played.
Right.
Or maybe we need to download it. We can set it as our ringtones when we call each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Well, if anything, I do know that we're all when we all take pictures together, we're pretty damn photogenic, man.
It's like small, medium, and large.
I feel like with all the pictures we've taken, the Logan picture came out probably the best.
Well,
in my opinion.
I mean, damn, it's not easy being us.
Yeah, true that. True that.
James tells me all the time how great he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we're all here. We're still, basking in the WonderCon orgasm that we just had last week.
Multiples.
Yeah, I mean, what a great time. And, unfortunately, when we have good times like that, we're all struck in with the reality when we get back home and just our normal people again, not the celebrities that. Well, I mean, Rob, you don't have to worry about it because you're
I just look in the mirror.
Yeah. But you get back to doing your normal thing, your normal job, and just always thinking about what had happened at the con or after the con. And man, I gotta say, man, we killed it, and it was so good to see our homies, our friends, past and present, and it was a great time. Loved it. If the con were any better, I probably would have went on that Sunday, but I felt like I did everything I wanted to do, and that was that. Wrapped it up for the year.
Yeah, the only bad thing about WonderCon is that it ended.
Yeah.
And that we went our separate ways.
Yeah. So far away.
Sure. And just like every time, man, you guys look so different. Like mostly like older when I see you guys.
Each year you fuckers look older. Fuck it, the wisdom that comes out of you. No wonder your wife married you.
Yeah. But man, we did a lot. We did a lot of walking, especially you, Rob. I mean, you probably put in like at least 1,500 steps, right?
Well, each day at the con, yes, and then it was like 32,000 steps on the Thursday at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Between walking over there and walking back. That was a weird thing. It's like the hotel to Disneyland. It's across the street, but the entrance isn't. Yeah. And it's like it's too close to call an Uber.
Yeah.
But it's too far to be comfortable walking after being walking around that park all damn day.
Yeah.
It was a slow rambling return.
Well, I mean, you did a lot of work over the weekend, man, and I just want to say, happy anniversary, man. You made it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't think you were gonna make it, and you made it.
That's right. 29 years in the books. Yeah.
How does that feel, man? Like, I mean,
it doesn't feel like it's it doesn't seem as significant as it really does, just because it's like we started dating when we were dating for like 7 years before we got married.
Yeah.
So we've been together for like 36 years, which that part's the part that used to seem big, but nowadays it's just because we started dating when we were so young. It's just all I have is there was my childhood, and then there's my time with my wife. There's no other difference. So it's at this point, it's literally I don't know any better, and that's fine. I'm content. She puts up with me. She's been corrupted and learned to deal with my shenanigans.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be weird buying books with her in tow, because I have never gone to a con.
Oh, really?
With her before.
Wow.
She's gone with me to the comic book shop and stuff, but never when I'm buying big purchases. And it's not like I don't hide them or whatever. I've even called her before I bought my ASM1 and talked through with her. Hey, I'm going to do this.
You try to convince yourself out of it, remember?
Well, she asked me, do you want me to convince you into it or out of it? And I'm like, oh, neither. Just hear me out. But it's a different thing being there with her in tow when you're sitting there, you're talking about, oh yeah, let me look at this book. How much is it? Oh, $2,600, and you're still talking. You know, and it's like you're like, huh. It's just a different feeling.
Yeah. That's cool,
Good
man.
times, though.
Good times. Hell yeah. You know, Mary's such a chill person, and I feel like you guys are great together.
Thank you. Yeah,
I approve your marriage.
Yeah, she was. I'm glad after all these years. I'm glad. I don't know what I would have done if you had said, "Rob, you need to go change the bylaws and annul that thing."
Right.
You know, yeah. She came into the marriage with long boxes, so
Nice.
At a time when I had none.
Oh yeah. All right. She's more of a collector than you are. Got it.
Well, she has still those exact same long boxes that she had when she got married to me.
Oh, okay.
And I have a lot more. I've got more slabs than she has.
Well, to be fair, she didn't know that it was a competition, though.
Well, but she's doing it long enough to know that everything's a competition.
Oh man. Well, what about you, James? I mean, you know, you made the trek down here, dude, and you know, rented a car and everything, and stayed at some shady ass
left your kids behind.
Shady ass person's house. I mean, I don't know what's up with that, dude. Holy shit.
I had a great time. I mean, yeah, you know, got a nice little rental car, and I stayed with JD, who is a great individual, and his
shady ass motherfucker, dude. Shady.
He doesn't even know what day of the week it is. I mean, he did his Friday show on a Thursday.
I know.
Thursday. He did a.
I saw his post, but it was up. I'm all set to go grab the link to go put a story together and promote his thing for him. And then I go, oh wait, it's already done.
It's the rewind. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, so JD and his wife let me stay with them, so that was great. It was a great time over there. And then yeah, I mean, the con itself was, yeah, I mean, it's always a great time going down there and hanging out with everybody, seeing everybody. I got to see I mean, they're a vendor now, but it was a comic shop here in town. Now he's just focusing on just being a vendor, but it was his first show back in a couple of years, so it was cool to see them again. And then yeah, just familiar faces. And yeah, I mean, my drive down was super easy, and then my drive back home, not so much. I definitely made up for all the traffic that I missed the first time on the way home. But
because you lagged on leaving.
Yeah.
I get it, dude. Leaving Southern California is hard.
It's
you know,
drive,
especially to go to Northern California. Oh God,
Northern California's the best.
Wasn't that bad?
No. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it was awesome. There was a a lot of, like you said, it was cool to see, for me, meet new people, and then also just see everyone that I haven't seen in a while, and get our club all together like that. That was well, of course, this is a first, right, for Black Sheep, so that was really awesome. And then us three, getting to hang out and take a picture and all that, and yeah, it was fun. I mean, there's some things about the con itself that, whatever. It was okay. The as far as WonderCon as an event, I would say, the lack of vendors or whatever. But it made for, it not being crowded, which I guess was kind of nice.
Yeah.
I probably definitely would have, maybe considered waiting in some lines for some signatures and stuff if there were more people there. Scott Snyder was definitely the draw, and that was about a 3-hour line from the videos that I've seen and the people who experienced that. Yeah.
I can't even believe that,
Big
dude.
name there. I mean, and he was only there Saturday, and then he was only there for half the day on Sunday. So you really were limited on time to get to see him, and so yeah, 3 hours of waiting in line is I don't know.
Hard pass for not for Scott Snyder.
But
I'm sorry.
But JD and I did get to go to his panel, which was really awesome. Getting to hear him. It was supposed to be a spotlight on him. I mean, it still ended up technically being one. But last year when I did the spotlight on Todd McFarlane, it was basically a moderator and him, and they just kind of go through, his whole life, like in an hour. Everything from like him starting in comics and how he's come up and all that. So I thought we were kind of doing the same, and then he came out there and was like, "Oh, I don't have a moderator; it's just me. I guess let's just do a fucking Q&A for an hour." And he did. He just spent the hour just taking questions from everyone that was there watching, and so it was like really cool to hear him talk and everything. And speaking of that event, I was with.
Yo, you got your roommate, dude. What's up, JD?
What's up? Shit.
Hey, yo, how many toys do you have missing right now, dude? You check them all?
I had a camera on.
And now James is on OnlyFans, by the way.
Right.
I have a question for James.
Uh-oh.
No, this is not. It's not a make fun of you question. Legitimate. Do you notice that, like, for me, it seems like whenever I drive down to Southern California, it's relatively not too bad except for obviously the LA basin. But coming home just sucks. I-5 coming north is always like garbage.
So yes to half of that. I take the 99, which still is a little bit better, but I live off the 99, so I just take the 99 up. But regardless, I mean, yeah, the drive home is always rough. You hit you I think it's also like I don't know if it's better to like start with shitty ass traffic or end with shitty ass traffic, but for me that starting is like, ugh, we just get on the road and then boom, now I'm just gonna sit here for hours.
280 miles of stop and go for frickin', and having to pass people in the slow lane because nobody knows how to use a 2-lane road, going north. It just drives me bonkers. I don't understand how it's so different heading south than it is heading north.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, I digress.
It's rough, but we made it. But yeah, so the Snyder panel was really cool. I felt like I definitely. I think the panel, you always want to like take something from it, and for me, I got to hear his thoughts. Huh?
You said you wanted to take something from it, so I asked if you stole the microphone.
No. Acknowledge from it.
Oh,
information.
He took his water drink. He took the water bottle, something.
And I mean, yeah, like I mean, he went over a lot. He went over, his relationship with artists and how it was when he was writing New 52 compared to how it is with him writing the current. and how he's relaxed a bit because he used to always just
Write good
deliver like
stuff.
40 pages of dialogue, and Greg Capullo would tell him like, I don't need all this shit, please stop, and they would fight. Instead, they actually did not get along for a bit of New 52 because that's just how Scott was new and that's how he did it. And Greg Capullo used to always tell him, I don't need all this shit.
So at the
And
beginning, when it was at its best, they didn't get along. Then
they
they
were
started
fighting.
getting along, and it started to kind of go wonky.
And then but then it was also cool like to get more to get a different perspective, I guess, at looking at Absolute Batman, which was that he refers it to, he's writing Absolute Batman for the modern day fears and what we fear in society now, whether that be what children fear or what adults fear. And that was a big part of changing the origin story. Spoiler alert if you've never read this book yet, but changing the origin story to a mass shooting as opposed to just a alleyway robbery gone wrong, because a mass shooting is what we fear as parents sending our kids to school. What kids, and he had his own personal experience with it. Joker being, you know, the billionaire preying on the young and really like not giving a shit about saving the world for the next generation because they just want to, you know, they want to thrive and continue to live and live and live, and they don't care about what happens after that. And that's kind of relevant to today's age as well. And so it was just cool to really hear all that. Especially since we tried to make the first panel and I got us lost, and so we did not make the first panel. All the way to the wrong side.
But he was funnier than I thought. Like,
yeah.
I was laughing, and James just had a smile. He was basically like Robert when he opens his CGC boxes and all the enthusiasm he has.
Yeah.
It's like that. But I was laughing my ass off because not what you just explained was perfect, but I love the way he was like, I don't have a moderator, so you can ask me any question you want, and there's nobody to stop me from answering it.
From saying stuff. He's like super chill. And he like, you know, he was saying things that he's not supposed to say as far as timelines or what's coming up in future issues. And we also got background on Absolute in general, which was that like he, you know, had this idea of creating this universe, and he pitches it to people, and he pitches it to Jason Aaron, and he's like, you know, hey, you know, this is what we're doing. And Jason Aaron decides he doesn't want to do Batman, he wants to do Superman, came up with his pitch for that story, sends it to the lady who's writing Wonder Woman. She chose Wonder Woman, said, this is my idea for this. So he ends up not having anyone to do Batman. He tells Daniel Warren Johnson, hey, this is what I'm creating. I want you to write and draw Absolute Batman. Daniel Warren Johnson tells him, well, I'm not supposed to say this yet, but I'm about to take over Transformers, so I can't. And he was like, oh shit, well, that's awesome for you. Now I still don't have a Batman writer. And DC was putting pressure on him to like, you can't start this universe if you don't find a fucking Batman writer, and like pointing at him to do it. And so he finally ended up doing it, but he was not supposed to do the series from the beginning. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I really have only been going to panels for like 3 years now, but it has really been like a highlight for me of going to these panels and just learning stuff. You don't have to go to all of them, but if you have like an interest, whether it be toys, anime, whatever, look at the panel list, see if there's one that's for you, and like they're fun and you learn some stuff that you would otherwise not know.
I mean, consider that.
I guess people record them, but I've never like looked. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit at home and watch a panel. I just want to be there or not be there.
I've actually watched a couple online, and that's the only times I've seen them, because when I'm at the cons, I'm too busy. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss a book.
The FOMO.
I need them all.
I get that. Yeah.
I need all the books.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a great time. It was a lot of fun, and now it is back to reality, and I haven't done anything really. All my stuff is like still in the bags that they like. I haven't gone through any of this shit.
I know, dude. I went scrambling around, and I was just like, I think this is what I got. You know, so
how do you guys not have all that?
Oh my god,
dude, it's tough, man. You know, that drive home for me was killer. And
I've gone through it. I've inventoried. I've rebagged and boarded everything.
You're a better person than I am.
I've got done. I've recorded the videos.
No.
Yeah.
You know, get it, but
people say that, you know, and I was one of them. Oh, there's like a lot less comic vendors this year, but in a way, it wasn't bad.
I disagree. When I go back and I look at the number of vendors there, I don't think it was significantly less. What was less was the displays that they had. There were several that were split across multiple cons, because I heard multiple of the bigger vendors that had half their stuff over at C2E2, and I saw, you know, others that were spreading out more. But as far as, there were still quite a few booths there. It might have been maybe a couple less, but I don't think there was a significant number less, to be honest.
Well, I do think there was more than last year, but I think what people were trying to say is there wasn't as many good comic vendors as there been before. You know, there was a lot of vendors that just kind of like, and maybe it was because it was Saturday, but they were just kind of like weren't budging. That's why I like going to, you know,
we shopped completely different. I got people taking over $1,000 off of 2 books.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you see the prices that things are going for, even negotiating half is kind of like you're still kind of paying full price.
Well, no. I mean, if you're trying, depends what you're trying to do. I mean,
yeah.
In my case on this, I look, you know, you feel them out a little bit. Some of the, you know, I had multiple instances where people had prices that were just way above market on their books. And out of the 3 different instances where it was really, really out of whack, 2 of the times we ended up coming to an agreement on price.
Yeah.
You know, one of them couldn't come down. I mean, he had one book that was like he was asking $2,600 for, but the market price was $1,400, and he just wouldn't come down that far. And I said, no problem. Here's my name and number. You change your mind, we can have a conversation, but I'm not your guy today. Meanwhile, you know, other books I picked up, you know, coming down, you know, it was like, oh, there's one guy, I don't want to insult you on this price on this. And he goes, no, you're not going to insult me. Honestly, what do you think it's worth? And had the conversation, and we got into the neighborhood. So then that opened up the gates for the bundle, which then I said, well, in that case, since you're willing to come down that much, let's talk about this other book that you're way overpriced on.
Yeah.
and come to an agreement. And that was, you know, obviously you have to be comfortable and know you know, there's a certain tact in not insulting people for the price of being at the comic. These retailers can't keep on top of everything.
Yeah.
And so you got to do it tactfully to not insult them. At the same time, they understand that they've also not maybe repriced a book in a while. Markets change, and if they want to turn the inventory, they'll come to the market. You may not get it if it's really high like that. You may only get it to market price. You may not get it below market. But are you comfortable paying market? Well, if I can pay cash at a con and not pay taxes there, because obviously for the state of California that's listening right now, I definitely report 100% self-report my taxes for those purchases that apply. Trust me. But you know, it saves me a little money right up front there, so I'm still saving all that, so I'm good.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I was missing two booths that I wanted to see, which was Red Hood, just because I always like visiting his booth and he has stuff that I like. And then the other one that I'm torn. I really wanted to see the booth again, but it would have been very dangerous for me to see the booth again. But the guy last year who had all those horror books that I got the Michael Myers Halloween books from, and he had like Halloween, he had Jason books, he had Leatherface books, it was all like horror books. And
was he like a kid, like a younger person?
He was younger, and I think I took you to there, and you knew who it was.
Yeah. So that was their first time vending, and I haven't seen them vend at a show after.
Oh, at any shows?
No. And I think he might have been working at a different with a different vendor. But yeah, I remember that guy. He sold me a ton of Gears of War books, which damn near, I mean, I'm only missing a few. I remember because I got a book off of Brian. I was like, fuck, I haven't updated my CLZ. He's like, oh damn. He's like, I have a lot of the Wildstorm books. I was like, well, those are the ones I need. So
yeah. So yeah, that was a bummer for me, but other than that, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
We'll see who they get next year.
I mean,
Shortbox Batmite hasn't been at any cons anymore. They don't do that. They change about
that was kind of weird because they're selling books that aren't even theirs, and they're negotiating is like not. They can only do so much apparently.
They would have some of that, but then they would have books that they in the early days they had some books that were theirs as well that they would acquire and sell. But Shortbox has changed their model on what they do. So I mean, they haven't even been hosting their own con that they did for a couple of years. They don't travel. I think the realities of their to be perfectly honest, I think that the realities of their continued existence requires them to function in a position of profit, and they're no longer in those early days of do everything you can to get your name out there and run at a loss, and they're trying to mitigate those, which is why they usually are now partnered with a dealer at certain big shows that will act on their behalf to take in consignments, but they typically won't be there with a booth and stuff anymore. But but big onlines. I mean, you didn't have Unknown didn't come this year. Who was there last year? But I don't need them personally. But I mean, obviously some of the guys did have small. There was tough decisions. I mean, C2E2 is big for a lot of people that they prefer that one. It's becoming one of the big annual cons. If you're picking out like the big top 4 or 6 book cons in the country, C2E2 has been climbing the ladder. And then Planet Comic-Con is not yet obviously in that category, but it's an up and coming con that's been doing a lot. And I heard from the artists actually that Planet Comic-Con had really gone hard after artists this year, and had overdone it, and then that left C2E2 and WonderCon fighting for the remaining content creators. Plus, there was a couple other smaller shows that were going, and so when I was talking to Peter Smith, he was saying like C2E2 was trying to court him away to go to there, and he's like, WonderCon's been like one of my home cons for years, and it helps me with SDCC, and I'm not gonna turn my back on turn their back on them and stuff. So yeah.
Good for him.
It was different. What was great was we were still 10 deep, and that was phenomenal. And that to me is just as good as finding huge stacks of books, being able to hang out with friends and have different, you break it off in different groups, and then you come back together and mix it up and different stuff, and be able to hang out with everybody was great.
Yeah, for sure.
Even just walking around, if you're like, I'm heading this way, and you're heading just I see you. Is
exactly.
It's cool.
And in typical fashion, that's how it was for me and John as well. So just running into each other all day.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like I watched the video footage because I've edited my con floor footage together. My wife shot most of it. There's like certain people that show up over and over and over again, and then there's some fools like, oh, okay. At the like, I see you here. I didn't see you throughout the rest of the entire thing. Where did you go? Sleep, napping back at the hotel.
I wish I would. That would be me.
Right. All right, James.
Can we say hello to the
get,
chat eventually?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, our first comment is from the gentleman there at the bottom. Said Raging Cajun said 7-ish. Yeah, that's
Good for you.
That was Robert.
But
Mark,
we are here. We are here on Friday though.
yes. Mark, what up, man? We do have some Glizzy content later. That's for sure. Some Glizzy pickups. Caroline, the Yeasty Boys, and Nice Rob, and now JD. JD also wants everyone to know that he called out on Monday. Hell yeah, dude. Good for you.
Oh yeah, dude. Good call.
Everyone is doing well. Been busy doing moving shit, but nearly done. We are well. Moving sucks, so yeah, good.
But she's happy because she's moving to her own place with no neighbors on her walls. So
need to come to Tennessee.
She can be as loud as she wants, right, Rob?
Yeah, she can, and she can yell and walk around naked and no one will know.
Mm-hmm. Knocking Foot, what is going on? Wants Rob to remember to.
It was great meeting Knucking Futz and his wife out at the show. It was great.
I didn't meet him.
Well, he probably doesn't recognize you because you don't do a ton of content or something.
That's true. That's true.
Although he sees you now, so there you go.
I didn't see him either. What's up with that?
Well, I also don't know what he looks like, so he would have to find us and approach us.
Well, and that's what he did. I wouldn't have recognized him necessarily either. But I some reason stand out.
Next time, just walk around just yelling "Knucking Foot." Nilo, miss being at the Comic-Con too. What is going on, Nilo? Thanks for stopping in. We also have Brian, who was there as well in attendance. He says, yo.
So Brian, I did send you a link. So
Robert lost a follower because he called JD shady mofo or something like that. Yeah.
Or maybe it was me because I said that he doesn't know what day of the week it was.
Which one was it, JD?
It was you, Robert, for making fun of my pad.
I wasn't making fun of your pad. I said he stayed with a shady ass person.
So
the house is great. It's the owner that's apparently the problem. Wow.
He was more of meeting and talking to people more than what I normally go to the show for. I did pick up a high grade ASM and got a few books signed from Arthur. Say damn.
Nice. He should have been the guest of honor.
That's the thing. Comics years ago had so much dialogue. Now book is 95% or few dialogue bubbles. That's true. 25 Perez also stopping in. What is going on? Brian is already set up at another show, the Latin X Comic Fest in Modesto.
See, he's not even Mexican either.
But he's not afraid of them. He's willing to sell to them. What you didn't know is that in addition to his short boxes of comics, underneath he's got an igloo filled with tamales.
Nice.
Oh, I did not know that factoid. He went to a panel and Todd said that he went to a bar and on the side it said violation, and that's how he came up with violator. Nice. Nice. The ASM book he got was priced at $2,000, and he said GPA is 1550 and done deal. There you go. Nice. 2002 Warlord also stopping in. Hello, what is going on? The book in question was an ASM 42 9.4 gross. White pages. Good pickup for you. We did go over this part already. Lots of the times when people have silver books and their white pages, they feel like they can ask this extreme premium for it.
I had that conversation with one of the sellers. We were discussing a book that I didn't buy, but he was trying to sell it, and he kept going like he was asking a premium price. And at first he goes, "Oh, well, it's white pages." And I said, "I don't care if it's got white pages. I'm not the one selling it. I only care about newsstands and white pages when I'm selling it."
That's true. That's true. Did it do high grade usually goes? Did it do show up? All right, he was walking with a flag that said Jamie. Oh shit!
Yeah,
All
like
right.
it, like in the video games. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that catches us up. So again, continue the comments. We'll go through them as they come in now. But yeah, thank you all for joining us. JD, your thoughts on the weekend and on WonderCon and all that, and the return to normalcy now.
I had fun. Like that's like the bottom line. Meeting all the guys and girls for the first time. Like this cat right here, actually seeing him in live in person makes it a different. So that was like one of the great things. And his wife, very nice. Had a great conversation.
I agree.
Yes. Super nice lady. We're talking Disney, what she loves, what I love, what's our
She's
favorite.
building a shopping list for you, JD.
Yes.
You made a mistake.
With a sweet lady like that, I don't know how you got her, but you know.
I got her when she was young and hadn't dated anybody else yet, didn't know any better. Never let her go.
JD, you're right, man. Noemi is awesome. She'll align with you when you're fucking attacking James. She'll jump in there with you, and she's, it's just great.
Yeah, but it was cool meeting her. Had a great conversation. Had a great time. I have to agree.
On Antiques Roadshow.
Pick up this for later.
For sale. We're doing
has a real
not sale right here. Like what you said earlier, Rob, there was empty spots and had just a missed feeling, but I had a blast because me and James were just walking down every aisle on Friday and just hanging out with Steve and just chatting, and that made the day go by. But you notice the tables that were empty, but overall just hanging out with everybody, seeing everybody, just give everybody the high five. The Black Sheep was freaking rolling. We had that con covered on every corner. Every time you turn, you had one of the brothers or sisters right there. And that made it cool because you just saw them. They're doing what you're doing. It's digging, which was cool.
Yeah.
So overall,
I got the feeling. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would say to me, it felt fuller and busier, I think, because I spent so much of my time over in Artist Alley as well.
Yeah.
And I think, Doreen was with me like 80% of the time, which was wonderful to be with Doreen and then come back and the club hasn't blown up yet. So thank you, James. He
tried.
They're still time.
He tried,
Going through the Artist Alley was busy.
That was the same. Yeah. Artist Alley.
It was. I thought it was busier this year going through there. It seemed like I was tripping over more people walking through those aisles. Even if the number of big artists was lower, there was still lots of great artists that were there selling their wares and whatnot, and still got a lot of great books and such. So,
oh yeah,
I
totally agree. It was hard walking through Artist Alley.
Oh, Brian.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Sabrina,
How you doing, Brian?
Commenting twice.
I'm tired.
Hello, Brian. Hello, Sabrina.
Hello, Sabrina.
You're tired.
Did you get mats in your booth? Or are you still standing on concrete for 3 days?
I need a mat because god damn, my feet hurt.
Yeah, you need to get some anti-fatigue mats, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea, Rob.
They're cheap.
Yeah, I might. The con doesn't even open for anybody tomorrow until 10, so I might do that before I even head over there. So,
yeah,
just go to Home Depot and grab something.
I got some for the garage for all the packing for C3, and then like we got them for when we do Heroes Con. the ones that got here gone, even they just got like some of the phone ones that like just locked together like kids mats almost like it was better than nothing. It was like, at least you got some cushion under your feet.
So do you guys want to hear about what the dealers were saying about the lack of space?
Yeah, spill the tea, man. What do you got? Also, you don't need a mat. Your Crocs were just fine, dude.
My Crocs were just...
The problem is his feet would hurt to hurt. He'd sit down and he disappeared. You thought the booth was unmanned. You start loading up books like you're going to steal, and all of a sudden you see them there, and you're like,
"Oh shit!
How much are these?
What's that?" Yeah, it was.
Love you.
It was pretty crazy. The general thought was, I think a lot of people are not going to do the show again next year. That were on the fence, at least. So, at least comic dealers. Now, Joe from Modesto, like James was saying, he kicked ass this week. That week, I mean, he kicked ass and took names. I mean, any kind of amount he set for himself, he destroyed it. So, good for him. I mean, he had Magic and Pokemon and stuff that people were just like, they didn't care the price. They're just like, $2,000 done. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
Dude, he had some like way out of my price range Magic.
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? These packs are like hundreds of dollars.
Yes.
So I grabbed the $4 one and bought the $4 one.
Sounds like James. So it was you could definitely feel. I was talking to Steve Wyatt, who also does a lot of shows in our area and sets them up. He was talking to them about, you know, they had a lounge kind of set up where Red Hood used to be and his wife were set up in the same spot, and so they kind of condensed some stuff, and they weren't going to do anything. And he had mentioned something during setup and was like, "You're not going to have anything here. It is going to look really, really bad. I mean, worse than it did." And so they did make some changes a little bit cosmetically, but you could feel the emptiness in Searcher. I mean, around me, there were 5 or 6 tables that were empty in a row, just on the other side of us. So it was weird. It was very odd to see it.
Yeah.
I always feel like you're in a weird spot because you're not with all the bulk of the comic book vendors. But
Brian goes against the grain. I don't know if you know him, but he that's just how he is, man.
Well, I've seen his wall books, so yes.
I don't want to. I know how much an inline spot is there, right? It's expensive for the 3 days. So I worked this out with the dealer that the Power Morphin Con toy guy that's right behind me to be in front of his booth, because there's a pillar right next to us that they really can't do anything with space-wise. So the con doesn't say anything, but I move like 4 to 6 feet out from his spot, from the starting spot. And we've done this now 2 years in a row, and nobody has really said anything about it. And what are they going to say this year? I'll just mozzarella sticks, huh? Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So nobody's with all the empty spots, nobody's going to say anything. I mean, the con doesn't really care, but if it was a flourishing con and there was space that was a premium, I think they would have probably noticed and said something, but they just don't. And it cost me half of what it normally would cost to set up where I'm at. So I'll be honest, I did better than I did last year in that spot this year.
Good.
That's good.
So,
yeah.
Because
People
all
don't look for you there.
they do now a little bit more, but I think that a lot of the dealers just have a bad attitude. I mean, all they do is complain, and I heard it myself, and I'm like, you guys can't control how many people are here. You can't control it, so why are you stressing out about it and getting pissed off about it? I mean, you can't control it. So just cater to the people that actually come to your booth and are interested in buying your books.
Set your $1,400 books at $1,400 instead of $2,600.
Well, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know what, Brian? One of my favorite dealers there, besides you, of course, he made the trek from MegaCon, the one in Florida,
Oh wow.
Florida.
all the way to
yeah.
Anaheim,
Yeah.
and he didn't complain. You know, he was making money, and
Not to you.
no. Although you're in my hood, dude. But yeah, he had really good books, and he was selling them. And I know a couple of us bought some from him, and even Mike bought some books from him. Which, if Mike's buying a book from you, then you're doing good.
All I know is I thought it was great. I spent my WonderCon budget and my Heroes Con budget at WonderCon this year.
Oh yeah,
And I did. I felt like I did quite well.
yeah.
Yeah. You had some bangers.
The only thing is there wasn't a lot of books that I've like had to have. You know what I mean? I did focus on a book that I saw that I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen that book in a while, and I ended up
What book
picking it
was that?
up. What's that?
What book was that?
Oh, we'll show it. Don't worry,
Oh, okay.
I got you. Yeah.
All right. That means you
get
got
it.
it.
There was a book that somehow I became, after halfway through the con, I became fixated on, even though it is one of my list of books to pick that I want to keep my eye out for. I became a little bit more focused on one. Fortunately, there were multiple copies on the con floor in the price range, or at least in the grade range that I was interested in. So when I was finally able to pull the trigger, it made it so I could get it in the right spot. But it
Yeah,
was,
you said that you bought you bought from Harley this year, huh?
I did a bundle deal with Harley. Yeah.
Nice. That's
I
cool.
bought from Harley. You know, I've bought from Harley several. I think he's softened
He
from his
did. Yeah,
reputation.
I was just gonna say
because
that.
I've bought several books from him now, and good sized books. I mean, in the past, 3 years ago, I got a bundle from him where I bundled ASM 3 and Ghost Rider 1, and got a good deal on it. Just nonchalantly. Oh yeah, I bundled those two books together.
I know, man.
And then then I picked up this Conan one. I picked up that from him because I was walking by and saw it, and the price was like super fair, and I was like, "Oh, take it." And then this show, I picked up two books that he had one of them in a box that he didn't have a price on yet. He said, "Oh, I just picked up that box, so if you need a price, let me know."
Yeah.
And I found a book in there I was interested in. I had looked on my own what it was, and when I handed it to him, and he looked up what it was, and he told me straight market value, which was fine. And then I said, "Okay, well, how about that book?" We got it down and we bundled it together, and so it's good. I think the only time I don't have good luck with him is when I'm trying to dig through and get the damn mystery and space books. That's when he likes those. I think those raw old stuff, and he does not like to do great deals on those. But
yeah,
Mo,
When I
what
s-
up, dude? It was great.
what's
to
up,
see you.
Mo? When I saw him this time, he actually said hi to me, which was that was a pleasant experience.
but he had half the space he normally has.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he was just in a 10x10.
Yeah.
And so his overlapping display looked really odd, and he had nowhere near the level of books that you would normally see with him, because half of his stuff was at C2E2.
Oh, that's true.
I'm kind of shocked he wasn't in C2E2, but he stayed here.
Yeah, he stayed local and sent some other folks to C2E2 with the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I had to adapt my whole strategy for the con on day 1 and day 2, but sometimes you just got to be adaptable, right? And go with the flow. And if things are going your way, then you just go with it. So yeah, it was.
Agreed.
All right, well,
What was the
I'm
game
gonna
plan?
go. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I got some stuff to get ready, and I got a show tomorrow, obviously. So
Get some sleep.
James says that he refuses to go see you.
Oh my god.
hey, it's free.
I'll try to be out, James.
Until you find a book to buy.
Yeah.
Then it's not.
Hey,
It's
you know
free.
what, Brian? He
Yeah.
always has a 2-booth bandit, though. I mean, that's his backup.
Well, I can guarantee him this: there's no other booth with comic books for sale at this show. I'm the only one because it's a Latin So
Arriba.
Oh well, in that case, James, you've already seen his book. Never mind.
yeah,
You already have the macaroni and cheese book, so
that's true.
unless Brian can find the rare Oscar Mayer Wiener hot dog mobile book, in which case then you got James over a barrel.
I got him over a bun. Let's be honest. You want me to
show, man?
James, you want me to show that that thrift store find that I found on Tuesday?
Yes, I do.
So, I work in Turlock, and I know Robert, you don't know what that means, but I work in a little town.
Yeah, that's where Joe used to live, actually.
Oh, that's Tulare, but okay.
That's now a lake.
It's close.
So I get information from one of the guys I work with, and he goes, "Hey, a new thrift store opened up," and I'd seen a sign, but it was like behind a donut shop, and I mean, it's literally not a thrift store. It's dudes that buy store it and just throw it in there, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So, but he goes, "Hey, there's comics in there," so I'm like, "Okay, I'll go take a look." So I finally had a chance to do that. I got off work an hour early, and I bought some Betty and Veronica's and some Archies, Dan DeCarlo, kind of bikini covers and stuff. And then in the case, right below it, is this.
Let me flip.
And it's a
9.9.
9.9.
What the hell?
So there's only 2 of these in 9.9, nothing higher. I got to get a reholder because it's got a crack, as you can see right there on the corner. But and I love the old label, but I got to get a reholder. But I got it for such a great price.
Hi.
They were talking about you earlier. Only nice things though.
That's awesome, dude. That's a really cool 9.9. I don't have one.
Beautiful book.
Kind of crazy that's just sitting in a thrift store.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
The nice thing is they probably have no idea what it is. So
yeah.
No, the lady was clueless. And she had a price sticker on it that was really low. And then I got it lower because it was a crack case. I'm like, look, it's going to cost me $30 to reholder it. And then blah, blah, blah. And she's like, all right, we'll take $30 off. And I was like, okay, here's your cash. Thank you. Bye.
Hell yeah. Nice pickup, dude.
Nice find.
So besides that, tomorrow ought to be interesting. I don't really expect to make money here. It's just a community thing, and it's a lot of fun.
Are they charging you to set up?
No, it's a free event for me too.
Okay. Then you got to make something. Come on.
Oh, I will. I'm sure. Some of the other guys that set up there were over there at my booth looking through boxes, going, "Ah, shit, we're gonna be spending money here." So I was like,
"Yes."
There you go.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Charge them double because they're vendors.
Well, they're all just artists, so they're starving.
Okay.
And their booths were free too. So
they're probably going to cut them up and make collages out of them or something.
Make some crafts.
So make sure you only sell them the Valiant stuff.
Oh, I can give them that.
You know what would have been cooler though? Instead of finding that Daredevil, if you found a Turok book in Turlock.
Robert, you're not here all day. All right.
Great.
All right, Brian. Have a good show tomorrow, and we'll talk to you later, huh?
I'm in the lost land, obviously.
Oh man. There we go. We got the vendor perspective, and I mean, yeah, I highlighted this earlier, but yeah, Nugget Butts was saying the same thing about Harley and how he had sent his stuff over to C2E2, and that if just one of the big guys had gone all out, they would have made a killing at WonderCon probably. But yeah. The other one that I thought was interesting, the other booth was, I mean, I bought from him, and I know Robert did too, but Samurai Comics, and like how he had the signs everywhere that were like firm on price, basically like don't
I didn't even see that. I wouldn't have bothered if I saw
Well,
those
it didn't say
signs.
firm on price, but there was a way that it was worded like, price. It wasn't even like price is marked because everyone says that, right? But I don't know. I saw like a sign of something, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the price. The price is the price.
I wonder if he's the guy that when I negotiated the deal that is the same one that the son went, what? He changed his prices for you?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I got some stuff from that booth, so that one was cool. But yeah, it was good times. Good times.
Samurai is the one that was there with his wife, right?
It was like one of the bigger ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
got,
mean, you got all those. You had a lot of books.
oh yeah. Yeah, and there was a guy who was like asking about wall books, and he was like, one at a time. I'm not turning.
Damn,
Oh, yeah.
what the
I'm not turning.
fuck?
I think you were there with me. That was when I got the
Wow.
cons. Yeah, the guy was like, "Oh, can I look at that? And can I look at that?" And he was like, "I only do one wall book at a time."
That's
I'm
crazy,
not turning my
dude.
back on a wall book. Which, hey, I mean, I get it, but yeah.
Yeah, but I buy them more than one at a time. So let's go.
Right? Who just buys one book? I bought 2 or 3 books off of him that day.
Yeah, I did.
I thought it was crazy. I don't know if I still think that JD and I bought a big book from the same dealer, but there was one vendor that was nowhere near all the rest of them. And he, like when you go up there and he had like his display, like, oh, here's like 27 copies of Lobo, for Sprints of Lobo,
Yeah.
and here's 8 copies of Secret Wars 8, and like, and he just took it's like, yeah, all these massive ups of these books is like, I guess what you're here to try to push.
Was that the blue chip guy?
No, this was this guy was in the middle. He was like in the section in section C, like all the way like in the middle. He was nowhere near all the rest of the vendors whatsoever.
Nice.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the guy who owned the books didn't speak English.
No, spoke Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was a good booth.
My Spanish is too rusty, so I had to use the interpreter. But fortunately, I was able to convince the interpreter, and he then was able to sell for me to get the deals done.
Yeah, it was cool. And then one of the other things that happened to me was the first day I found the guy who did the ASM 129 like hot dog variant poster, and so we found his booth on Friday, but he wasn't there, and I was like, well, I really want to like buy it from him. And then even like the girl next to him that was helping him, she was like in the middle of a live stream doing some card shit, and so we were like, all right, no problem, like we'll come back later, right? And we didn't get around to it that day. So then Saturday I was like, all right, I'm gonna, I need to buy from him. And because we saw that he did have some new hot dog prints, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back. And dude, we went up and down the aisles, and we're like, I know that this is where it was at. Like you just kind of have like a familiar, like it's on a corner. I know it's on a corner.
It's somewhere here. Yeah. You just can't find it
everywhere. And I'm like, no way. So finally I had to do some Instagram digging, and I figure out the artist's name, and I see a post and it says this number, and I'm like, awesome, guys, I found it, I'm going. So I get there and I'm staring at the number, and I'm staring at a booth that's like fucking crochet and fucking sewing shit, and I'm like, what just am I fucking losing my mind here? And I'm looking at the post, I'm looking at the number still, and I'm like, and then the girl is still next to him.
Because he's giving you like a something, which is actually like the row and number and not the column number or something.
No, literally his booth was not there, because then I look and I'm like, JD, that's the same girl, right? Yeah. Same girl, same booth. He was just gone. He was only there Friday. I don't know if he came back on Sunday. Literally swapped his booth out for some fucking crochet shit the next day. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not getting that stuff now.
I mean, you don't have a crochet glizzy.
I should have. I should have been like, look, I came to this booth for some glizzy shit. I need a crochet glizzy.
Would you have settled for macrame?
I did see somebody that had hot dog characters, but I mean, stupidest move ever. He converted them to like Dodger dogs.
Oh, I
And it's
saw that.
like,
I saw that.
okay, all right.
As a Giants fan, that would be
No,
blasphemous for me
yeah,
to
just
do that.
I was offended.
I thought, to me, the worst of all the stuff for me personally when I was there was one booth I was at where I had gone digging, and I found like a bunch of books I needed for my Captain America run, just run fillers, nothing special. Got them all done, totaled them up, gave the guy a price. I'm not, it was like maybe 10% off or something, and he like, and he basically comes in, and he's like, comes back to me with the price. He's like, it's like $5 higher. It's like,
Oh,
really? For
really?
five, I got a stack of books like this for $5. We're gonna, you want to play it?
You
And
might might break this deal for $5.
I was so irritated that I told him, you know what? Nah, I'm good then. I'll put 'em back.
What? You serious? I
So
couldn't even imagine.
So I turned around and I started walking away. I'm expecting him to go, okay, fine, right? And he doesn't. So I start putting them away. I'm looking them up where they go in the box. I'm putting them away in the correct spots for him because I pulled them all. As I put the last book in and I turn around and walk, he said, okay, you know what? I'll do it. I said, you know
you should
what?
have grabbed extra.
I said, forget it. I put them all away. If you had said something before I put them all away, okay, but I'm not going through and redigging those back out of the bin again.
Right?
Thanks. See ya.
Yeah.
$5, dude. What an idiot.
Oh man.
I wish I was there to see that, Rob. Seriously.
Yeah, that-
Mary saw it. She was, maybe Doreen might have been with me at the same time too. I don't remember, but yeah, it was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a couple of jaws drop at the con on Saturday, and that would have been one of them, one of those events.
Yeah, I got attitude over $1, and
That's crazy too, dude. That was like one of my favorite stories of the con.
At the end of the day, JD and I are done, and I'm like, all right, dude, I got $19. Let me go spend this $19. And I was like, you know what? I've seen a bunch of people's pricing for Magic cards. Let me just get some Magic packs and call it a day. Go over to a booth. They've got, it's a big ass, like it's a bunch of cases all in a big rectangle, and the guys all walk around the center. And I'm looking at them, and I see a pack that's $20 collector's edition pack, and I'm like, that looks cool. I'm gonna tell him I got 19 cash. Let's see what happens. As I'm
cash is king, right?
As I'm deciding this, next to me, the owner, I guess, is just arguing with this dude because the dude was also like either buying or selling, and they were arguing about price, and he's just like, I'm not selling for less than, why would I sell for under comps? That makes no sense. If it's trending, blah, 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 I'm not going under. And he's like, and then the guy's like, well, I can get them for this price. And he's like, if you can get them for that price, I'd buy them for that price. Shit, I'd buy 3 of them. And he's just going off. And I'm like, okay, that is not the guy I want to deal with. I wait for this other kid that I had saw the day before who seemed really chill. I wait for him to come around. I'm like, hey, man, that pack right there, I said, I got 19 cash. Can I get that? And then he looks over at the guy, and I'm like, fuck. And the guy looks over at me and just, the price is $20, sir. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Over $1, and you're going to be a dick. But he's in the middle of arguing with someone else about pricing, which is why I didn't want to deal with him in the first place. And I was like, as soon as that guy looked at him, I was like, oh, I'm fucked. And then, yeah, the price is $20, sir. So I was like, okay. And I don't even know if I said okay. I was gone. I was like, fuck that. I'm not.
You ran away crying, right?
No, but I was not happy. I was like, there were so many other packs. I easily could have put together a bundle for 19. But I was just like, no, like, fuck that. If you're going to talk to me like that, you could have said no. You could have said, no, I can't do that. There's so many other ways to have said that, and I was just like, nah, dude, you're one of those douchebags. Like, no, fuck that.
The price is $20. Yes, but I have 19.
Yeah. Yeah, I can read that. I have 19 cash. Oh my god. Yeah, Tate, we were causing trouble. Oh man, over $1. $5 and $1 will get you in trouble at a con. That is for sure.
Doreen was there for that one. Yeah, that was the other guy that like had a bunch of Spidey Super Stories, and he wanted them he was asking $15 a piece for them. I had like 8 of them that I wanted or something like that, and I said, whatever it was, it came to $90, and I said, you want to do 75? Something, I get one free. I'll buy out. I pay what you're asking for all these, and I get one free. And he goes, and he comes. His son marches over across. They had like 2 booths across the aisle, I guess. And he walks over to, and I assume it was his dad, and talks to him. And he's like, "Oh, he wants 75, blah blah blah." And he's like, comes back, he says 80. And I look at again. I'm like, oh, here we are with $5 again. So I look up at him across the way. And I'm all $5, over $5. And so I walk over to him, and I'm like, oh, I looked at him and said, 77. So I'll split it, right? And he looks at me for a second, and he just thinks for a second, like he was about to say no. And he goes, like I fucking got him over $2 extra, right? So I go walk back over to the son. I hand the son $80 cash, and he goes, "Okay, thank you." I said, No. You owe me $3. And he goes, "You mean he agreed?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, hold on a second." And he goes back over to his dad to verify
dude,
that he agreed to do 77. It's like, what the
fuck? I'm so glad I didn't have these issues, man. I'm hearing these stories for the first time, and
they're part of the fun.
Yeah. It's not. That's not fun for me though, dude. Like,
I didn't have any problems.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems. I was like, hey,
I also got to take $1,000+ off of stuff he's asking for. So everything is proportional.
Yes.
In the grand scheme of things, and the guy I got this stuff from, he wanted $1,150. I paid $1,100, but I wouldn't go up to his price, and I walked away until he said, okay, but for this guy, it happened to be only $3. That was the difference, but it was funny. It's like the kid still would have to go walk back over again just to verify that his dad agreed to take $3 extra off or whatever.
But that just seems like a lot of work to get books that are like, I mean, you don't need.
Oh, but the thing is, I don't need them. No, but Spidey Super Stories, these were clean, fairly clean, and they're not books you find in clean. And it was so it was one of those things. It's like I like them. Yeah. I mean, I probably would have paid 80 for them. I would have been unhappy about it, but it's more of like it was one of those things like I told the kid after the kid goes, "I can't believe he did that." I said, "Your dad wouldn't." I said he wouldn't have respected me in the morning if I hadn't come back to him on.
Oh man, Nuckin says my daughter bought 3 anime figures from a vendor. She asked if I bought all 3, could I get a discount? In the middle of the word discount, he said no.
Wow.
Oh,
it just gets better. Like, what?
People are ruthless, man. Yeah,
You know what? Maybe that's why it's good to know these vendors, man, because you don't have to deal with that kind of stuff, right, JD?
From time to time, yes, but dude, are you there to sell?
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
$5, $10. I wouldn't cry if I'm selling my books.
Yeah.
Give them the $10 discount. I was like, you bought them at a way cheaper price. It's like you're here to make money.
Yeah. I'm sure that they're reporting their taxes.
Yeah.
Right.
So that they.
So one of my favorite vendors, the first time I ever met him, we made a really good deal off of that Sergeant Fury #1, and really happy. I worked them. You know what I mean? I did it because I was leaving
dinner and everything.
Yeah. And I used a condom, which I'm polite.
You don't do normally.
No. Really I mean, I don't really like the feeling, to be honest. That little gap throws off the feeling for me. Yeah. But one of the things. So once we finished the deal, I was like so appreciative. I was like, dude, I never thought I'd be able to own this book, and thank you for working with me. this and that. He goes, hey man, I'm not a fucking museum. I'm here to sell books.
You have
If,
to turn inventory.
if somebody comes up to me and gives me a decent offer,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it. Like what am I doing? Like I'm traveling, selling books. If I'm not selling books, I can't travel. Like, and I love that answer because it's so true.
There are some people who they think they get. I think it's easy, just like collectors. Like even for myself, like I don't do content about values and speculation stuff, but it's easy when you're talking about these things to end up talking about value and stuff because it does go hand in hand, even if you're not flipping books.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's easy for some of these guys who've been in the business for a while to get caught up in the fact that, this book could be worth this, or it might be worth that tomorrow, or this, that, or the other thing, and trying to get hung up on maximizing their profit on stuff instead of going real. And they're not all of them are good business people. Some are, some aren't. But to understand the concept of, that inventory is money.
Yeah.
But you can't buy new inventory if you don't have cash in hand. That cash, you only get that cash from selling your existing inventory. Sometimes that means you're going to make a good margin. Sometimes you're not. At the end of the day, what matters is that you're making profit overall and that you can sustain yourself and do the things you want to do.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't make you any money holding on to a book for years. And that was the conversation. I had a conversation with one of the guys there on a Tomb of Dracula 10. He had, when I looked at it the first go round, he was telling me how it was a book that he had from when he was a younger kid, and he bought it off the rack or whatever, and eventually got graded. It was like a mid-grade book. And I said, oh, okay, cool. I thought I'd think about it and come back. And when I came back like hours later and we're talking about the book, and I start to throw out a price, he goes, well, let me go see what I'm into it. I said, you told me you bought that book when you off the rack. You're into it for 15 cents plus grading. Let's not bullshit each other here, man. So the problem is he was into it for sentimental value, and that collided with his money making, and so he didn't sell that book. But whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man. A few years ago, Harley had this book I really wanted, and I was really working him. And then at the end of the day, he finally broke. He told my wife when I stepped away, "Your husband wore me down."
Your husband wear me down.
No, and it was funny was his wife responded, yeah, he did the same thing.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
My wife, that's how it worked for me. It's a funny thing about chloroform and Stockholm syndrome. I think Robert, you one of those guys should show off some books. We've talked about
that's
this
what I was
con
thinking,
now for like over an hour. So
yeah, man, let's get to
the
it.
audience wants to see something.
Let's go with James first, man. I know he really wants to show off his books.
Are we just doing books? I mean, oh my god. All right.
I mean, just do whatever you want to do. It's your show.
I know. It was a rhetorical question. Okay, I will show.
Yeah, we're showing books because I've decided that I'm running the show now. Apparently.
I got a cool stack of cards from Matt. I'll show off these three. These are Bo Jackson Battle Arenas, and they're all glizzy cards. That's definitely my favorite, the Sakura dog. But these are really awesome. And then
I didn't know there was that many.
Yeah,
it's like Otter Pops, but for hot dogs.
It's pretty cool.
I like it.
To keep on with that, Mr. FatStax gave me this Food Dudes deck, Wiener Schnitzel cards. Basically just round playing cards, but like the king is the hot dog, the queen's like the fries, let's say, and then the jack is like the hamburger or something like that. And they're like circle cards because I had to open it up. This is from Joe. Just a stress. I think a few of us got these. A stress glizzy. And then JD at the flea market or swap meet, the Pulga, this Wiener Schnitzel antenna topper. So put that to use.
That's for my boy Fleecon.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, but on Sunday we a couple of us hit up the Long Beach flea market. That was a lot of fun. I got some awesome shit, some of which are like pins. I got this one. You can see, boy, I say boy, and he is holding the strap. I love that one. And then I got a couple of these also. That just fell. Pose before hose. My brother-in-law is a huge Edgar Allan Poe fan, so I got that for him and my niece. We got a whole gang of awesome like Marvel metal cards. I think these were Doreen stack.
Yeah.
One of the cool things we do on Saturday is we have a great club dinner, and people bring boxes of stuff they want to get rid of. So we end up with some cool stuff. I got a Kyle Rayner Green Lantern card, which I did not have before. Also, there are some Wizard ones in here. I got a blue Superman. I got a Spawn from the movie that has nothing to do with Wizard, but these two do. A Angela and Spawn. So I was
Wizard cards.
Happy. Yeah, those were dope. And then Joe gave me a Potato Man card from, he's the potato guy. Tate Prime, where does the Glizzy obsession come from? Childhood. We had a pool, and I grew
his uncle
up.
slipped a wiener in his mouth, and it was all a little Shiro.
And my
he
house
was in the pool
house.
eating a glizzy and almost drowned.
Our house was the house that all the neighborhood kids came and hung out at. So my parents always had hot dogs on hand for all of us kids to eat while we were swimming. And so I guess you would say from childhood, my man.
The deal was they can have a hot dog, but James always got the wiener water. Right?
Yes. Joe with some awesome VHSs. I got a Fast and the Furious. I got a Metallica concert. And I got a Los Angeles Raiders VHS. He also gave me a TV, which I have already hooked up and used. I'm going to show my age here and say that I had to call him to get the name of the adapter that I needed because I thought I was getting an
UHF adapter.
I thought I was getting an RCA TV. I got a RF TV, and I had to get a RF to RCA adapter. I did not know it was called RF, so I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wait, is this from the Geek Squad?
We work on shit that old. Get out of here.
I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if Best Buy even has that connector.
Yeah.
No, I did not get it from work. So
Video Shack and picked it up, but
I got Spawn the board game sealed from Fez. This is freaking awesome. I did not have this, so I'm very happy to have this one and have it sealed, and that will stay sealed. I'm not going to open that up and play that. Let's do the books, and then I'll show my toys last because I'll admit those are my favorite pickups from the weekend. From the flea market, I got Miracle.
Nice.
This is number 6.
Right.
And a few like minor first appearances. Funky Flashman based off Stan Lee, it says. And then 18, The Wedding. So got those from a guy there. And then JD took me to this booth that a buddy of his runs. And so I picked this up. This was their WonderCon exclusive. So that was cool. And I got a Raiders discount. I got so much shit all day for wearing my fucking Raiders hat. And then I go to this booth and the guy's like, oh, dude, he gives a discount for Raiders fans. The guy's from like England. He's heard about the Raiders still from over there. So he's a Raiders fan. And he saw my hat. And yeah, I got a Raiders discount. I was like, thank you.
Probably because you're the only one wearing a Raiders
Probably. Probably, yeah. James grew up with a pool. We used a garden hose and a piece of plastic to slide around. Technically, it was an above ground pool.
Slip and slide. Yeah, that was the shit.
We got to see our buddies Nate and Carl over at Pork Chop Express. So I got some books from them and some more stuff that I'll show off here in a second. But some cool stuff from them. And then this was also from the flea market. This is just Superman 209. Just it was the cost of grading, so I bought it, and it was fun talking to this guy. We learned some cool stuff about some people.
A lot of cool stuff. Like comics, people, fucking name it.
Robbing, thieving.
Yeah. We were just sitting there drinking tea all day, almost all day, right?
Oh man, Joe got me this band book. Well, he brought a couple of these, so I said I'll take one. So this is that band Red Hood, and then this is from, I believe, the Doreen pile. I got these from, so Mike grabbed them first, and then he let me have them because I was going to appreciate it more than him. And then he, well, I'll wait to the last one, but he decides that we're going to take these out to the car. And he starts carrying all this stuff.
Oh shit!
So he's like, "All right, let's go like unload all this shit in the car." And I'm like, okay. So I've got stuff, and he's got all these books, and I'm like, "You good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." And then right in front of the entrance to Shakey's proceeds to drop.
As people are walking in,
everything, all the books go on the ground, cards go on the ground. Just fucking embarrassing. This book
was embarrassing.
Detached because of that. So it was just.
It was a good book.
How many push-ups did you make him do?
None, but dude, and then this fucking guy down over here walks because he's also going to the car. Walks down, sees us, goes like, "Mike, you're fucking embarrassing," and just walks over everything and out the door and just leaves us. Pick up all this shit. He was like, "I want no part of this." And he was gone. Wow. I got a Daredevil 181 back for from Robert for like, that was sent for pressing like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Hasn't been pressed, but I got it back.
You got it back.
Family Man, this is also from Pork Chop Express. This is the one that he talked about that was options, and I got some more stuff from that coming up. And then I said that I had to readjust my entire process for WonderCon, which is that I was not trying to come home with a stack of books. I wanted art, and but then I ended up finding a ton of spawns. So that's 123. This is 127, and I am now
down. Spending money today.
Yeah. I am down to needing 5. If my count is correct, I only need 5. Also, I bought this one not knowing it's signed. I have to figure out by who, but I didn't know.
Where is it signed at?
Right there. You see right by the light. There's the brown gold.
Right where the cape is on the top.
Yeah, where the cape
okay.
is. The light right on it. So yeah, it's got a signature, and I was like, no shit, I got to figure out who did that. But that was pretty cool. I didn't know it was signed. I don't know if the vendor knew it was signed. I don't know if it matters, but so yeah, I found like a few of these from Samurai, and then that basically just turned into, okay, I guess this is what I'm doing now, is I'm gonna hunt all these spawns that I need. And sure enough, I was able to find obviously a shit ton of them from various different vendors. So I was pretty happy. This was not the plan, but I'll fucking take it. I love this one.
Did you get a pretty good discount on those?
Not all of them, no. Some of them, yes. Like the ones from Samurai, no. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, did you hook it up or no?
Oh, I haven't looked up any pricing.
No, did he hook it up? Samurai.
No. John Boy, I got this one. This is signed. It was already pre-signed, but still, I don't have a John Boy signature, and I needed this one, so that was cool. I also bought this because, to be honest, we were kind of just standing in front of his booth talking, and I felt kind of bad. So I bought something. And then there's another one there. My favorite spawns are the low 200 homage covers. Yes, those are all awesome. I do have all those, luckily. Okay, and then we're winding down here. I got some original art here. So first one is Norm Rapmund always does like discount original art. So he's the inker on this. This is Detective Comics 1105. Page number 1. It's just got Commissioner Gordon all over. So I'm guessing that's why people don't give a shit. But I got $6. And Commissioner Gordon is a big character in Batman lore and history. So for $60, that's a no-brainer to me.
Oh, hey, yeah, good call.
And Detective Comics and page number 1. So yeah, all day. And then this is from Family Man. I got this from Nate. Just a really, really cool, awesome like drawing there of this creepy house with the spiral, or not spiraling, but the staircase there. And
That's a
awesome.
silent issue too, so you're not gonna
Yeah.
find any words.
So
Also, you went kind of like wild with that fucking top loader right there, huh? Doesn't even fit right.
This was given to me. All right, so don't talk shit. This was given to me. JD hooked it up so that I didn't have to be bummed carrying it around.
I didn't want his glizzy hands
Yeah.
on.
All right. So my last pickups are, we went to that flea market as I keep talking about. I every time Tony, Darth Punisher, goes to these things, he always finds all these booths that are selling Spawn toys, and yet it took me forever to finally find a booth that was. But as soon as we were walking by, they were like, "Oh, Spawn," and the guy was like, "Oh, who's the Spawn guy?" And I said, "Me." And then he was like, "I got all kinds of shit." And so we just start talking figures. I eyeballed 2 of them that I really liked, one in particular. But anyways, we basically bundle dealed some stuff, and then I said, "Let me look at some of these other bins you got," and I was able to find shit like this, which is the blue variant version. So this is something I did not have. So this was a great find for me, and then there was this guy right here, which is the Redeemer, one of my favorite characters besides Spawn in the universe. This is the white variant. And I was like, that I need for sure. And so then I put the rest all together, and we basically did the deal at average of $10 each. If you look this up on eBay, this is about $150 toy. And I was like, no fucking way. So then I knew it was a variant. I knew it was rare. I believe it is a San Diego. No, not this one. The other one of these is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. They could both be. And then I looked up the other one, and I told these guys I have to go back. I got to go back and get this other one. And he ended up again gave me the same deal of $10. So then I got the pink Violator 2, which is also another about $150 toy. So all in all,
Are you gonna open those?
No. I walked out of there spending $60 for about $300 to $400 worth of toys, and I won't lie, I felt a little bad about it, but it is what it is. So, yeah, this was definitely my fucking come up from the flea market, no less. But great freaking toys, and I'm can't believe that I pulled that one off, but it was good. And I got the guy's number, and he's got my number. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do more deals in the future. But we'll see. I didn't have I was trying to make a deal, so I didn't have the heart to tell him I'm not local. But I gave him my number anyway. I felt like.
Yeah, what are you gonna do if he calls you?
Huh?
What are you gonna do when he calls you?
I'll just be like, I mean, it's got to be a hell of a deal for me to drive down there. So I mean,
pay for shipping.
Yeah, pretty much. You can't compete with my McFarlane Spawn game. Christopher Braz. I never claimed to be the best. I would love to see what you got. That's awesome. Long Beach Flea Market is the best. It was nice, yes. I will let whoa. No. No. But yeah, it was a great time, man. I'm so happy, and yeah, I got all kinds of shit. And
who wants to play with choking hazards?
But yeah, that's the haul for me. So who's up next?
What's JD, man? What do you got, JD?
I
already know what you got because I watch your videos.
Let's start off with a cool sticker here added to my.
Oh shit!
Oh, never heard of him.
Comic haul.
Hell yeah, Mo.
So we got that one.
The brand new hot off the press stickers.
Got the shiny new version of the Black Sheep Comic Club right there, so that's gonna go on there also.
Nice.
Crazy, I didn't get one. What the fuck?
Put on your vest.
Got John's Comics with Friends.
I didn't get one of those either.
Yeah, he didn't give me one of those. What the hell?
Hell.
You got to be, one of those known people.
Yeah, he offered me. Well, we talked about it, and he said no, that I was fine with I have the old school John's Comics with kids on the rolling cart. He said keep the classic.
You guys weren't there when we're doing our conversation in the middle right there. You guys ended up taking off somewhere.
JD and I are cool.
Yes. And of course, I had also bought a Family Man.
Yeah.
What the hell? I tried to get a copy and you guys
sold
buy one?
out. He sold out.
Yeah, he sold out. Yeah, it was cool. James gifted me the variant cover, which was cool. I picked up the Lilo and Stitch variant. They signed the inside, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just going with back and forth because I'm just looking at them. These are the flea market finds for $1. I was like, hell yeah.
I left those for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And you're so kind. And then Robert from That Might's box gifted me, and so did James, all the Gambit cards.
I did all the hard work. And
yes, you're searching them for me. So thank you, Batmite. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Mike will take everything. So you have to kind of get in there and get the shit you want before Mike ends up taking.
He doesn't need it necessarily,
No,
but he'll just take it.
He couldn't care less about Gambit, and he would have grabbed those cards just for the fuck of it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I took all the max cards. Those are
some
awesome.
other dollar finds. So this was a bundle deal for these 3 next books because I was like, this guy first had a crazy price there, and I was like, I don't think I want to pay that much. And
he goes, as he's digging, he's like, don't worry about the prices, guys. I'm gonna work with you.
Yeah.
They never work with you.
He hands him the books, and he gives him the fucking price of the books, and I'm
like,
I
go, no, thank you.
What happened to you're gonna work with us?
I'm good. I'll put them back.
I was gonna work with the payment.
Yeah.
What do you think I was talking about?
Then he goes, well, how much you want to pay? I go, $20. And he was like, well, it's not what I said. I go, well, you said you're gonna work. I go, $20. That's what I want to work with. And I was walking away. He's all, yeah, go for it, dude. I'll give it to you. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Nice.
So, that was funny. Yeah. I also picked up the WonderCon Laker variant cover here with the colors. So I was like, all right, I always support my boy, Brian. So Daryl, sorry. I was thinking Brian when I was talking to him earlier. Daryl right there. So I did that. The first day where James and I were not supposed to spend money, we were just supposed to look at everything. I go ahead and go in Artist Alley. And I showed this earlier. This guy is an awesome artist. It just popped when I first saw it, and the price I couldn't pass up. All you G.I. Joe fans, Globulus right here, dude, was freaking fire. And you can see James looking at me, pulling my wallet out as fast as possible because of the price. He said $100. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take it. And I was like, shit. This is amazing. It's one of my childhood cartoons that I love watching. And I'm like, done deal. He was just talking to Steve for seen forever. And I was ready to give him my $100 and just give me the freaking book. I want to buy it already. And he was like, oh, I'm sad to see it go. I go, I'm happy to have it. So that was my pickup. And then when James and I went to go check out the Pork Chop guys, I picked up mine page there also.
Nice.
Back picture right there in the corner with her holding the wrench just spoke to me, and I was like, shoot, sometimes you just want to hit those vendors that don't want to deal with those $5 off, and you want to hit them with that. So this one did speak to me, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll pick it up. They're real cool guys.
Damn, Tate, that's a
savage.
Wow.
Oh man.
And then I forget their names. The one James said earlier. The
Wormhole.
The dealers who were up north. What was their
They were Modesto Comics. Now they are called Wormhole Comics.
Wormhole. So James noticed them, started talking to them, and then before I even said a price, they already dropped $50 to me just because I was hanging out with James, and I got Ahsoka's first appearance. It's clean, needs a little press, but no spine ticks, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll take this in my collection. And then the last but not least bundle deal, where me and Rob pretty much bought the same book at the same booth. Picked up Hawkman #4 and Superman 199. So this was like so crazy that my sugar went down because I was so excited that I go, let's go get food. And John was there and he's hangry when he doesn't eat, and he wanted to go eat badly. He's all, it's lunchtime, let's go eat. And he kept on saying it. I'm like, you know what? I need to eat because I was off the roof excited when I picked it up. And then I showed it to Rob there. He gave me that look. He's all, fucker, you got it first. That was fun. For that full, little bit of 20 minutes before he found it and he bought it. So I was happy.
Yeah, I was asking about you guys. Hey, have you guys seen James and JD? And they're like, I think I just saw them at the cafeteria. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
After making deals, man, we just went crazy. And every booth we were going, we were buying stuff. Like, if it wasn't me, it was friggin' James. And if it wasn't James, Steve was buying something. Like, so every time we were going somewhere, we were buying something. But if you see the rewind on Thursday for Friday, you get to see that. I did pick up the first book I ever read, so that made my day. And I told James, I'm done. I'm not going to buy anything else. I don't need to buy anything else.
Did you get that off the rack when it came out?
No, my friend, I wasn't even born.
I know.
My friend's dad had a stash in his closet, and he just pulled it out and he said, "Here, read this," and that hooked me.
Here's the Flash. Nobody wants this shit. Read it. Mess with this.
But there's a couple of figures, but I haven't put them away, so that's it.
Cool. I agree with that, Nuck and Futz. Let me catch up here. So first we have Volubleet1 says top viewer stream boo live at XIPU009. Thank you for tuning in. Robbie also had a question here. He's a huge mad head and bought all the DC cover variants. Haven't read it yet, but how do you feel about Alfred Newman crossover? What else do we have?
Never been a Mad Magazine guy personally, so
yeah, me neither.
I'm personally not a fan of crossovers where they use characters from different stuff to do the covers. Like any of the Disney covers, I haven't been fans of. The Marvel's been doing and stuff like that.
And then just to reiterate, I agree with this part here. Street Pizza. We had him.
The Kickstarter was the of Thunder Kickstarter.
And yes, the Hawkman for a 2.0 is a beautiful. Yes.
Why is it such a low grade? It looks pretty good.
It has a little tear on it.
Oh.
So, but it looks beautiful. I was happy. And shout out to the cafeteria. That burger was actually freaking good, or I was just really hungry.
A little bit of both.
Everything tastes better when you're hungry, man.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna unshout out them because it's for two reasons. Number one, there was 3 of us, and maybe we were hungry and we weren't like firing on all cylinders, but we were lost as fuck trying to figure out where the hell are we supposed to order our food from.
Oh, they're awful. And then they point you they point you in different directions.
It's like, okay, do we go here? And then come to find out, yeah, it is. If you want cheeseburgers, you have to go over here. If you want hot dogs, you got to go over here. And it was
God forbid if you want one of each.
Yeah, yes. And we were just like, what do we do? Where are we going?
I didn't order anything there. I didn't order anything there this year, but I remember that from last year. Last year it was the same thing. It was like they don't even know the answer to the simple question of where can I place a freaking order.
No, and it wasn't because it was us, and then like 2 people lined up behind us, and we're like, we are the wrong people to line up behind because we are so lost right now. And then the lady's like, oh, the hot dogs are over there. And I'm like, okay. So now we go out of line, go to the hot dogs. And then they said they are a 20-minute wait. I'm like, no, I am not waiting 20 minutes. They're hot dogs.
Yeah.
Why were they not already
take one, throw it in the microwave, 60 seconds. Bob's your uncle. Let's go.
Yeah, 20 minutes. So I was like, forget it. I'm not waiting 20 minutes. These guys are gonna be done eating in 20 minutes. What are we doing? So yeah, the
oh, you waited anyways, right?
Shame on them, man. Huh?
No, we went to the burger.
No, I ended up getting I was not gonna wait 20 minutes. No, I would have been left.
You should have you just taken the burger, then rolled it up and stick it in a hot dog.
But yeah,
that's my haul. There you go.
There you go. All right, who's next?
Great haul.
Thank you.
I'll go next. I didn't bring my entire haul because I was really interrupted by James and had to scramble and find everything that I had gotten.
Well, we saw your Antiques Roadshow haul, so
yeah, we did pay for it.
Yeah. So these books I got from Brian. Like I said, I had picked up a Gears of War book from him. Probably already own it, but he had at a great price. So, and I like Anya, which is on the cover. So she's amazing.
They're trolling. Well, if you ordered the hot dog, they were going to go to Wiener Schnitzel to go buy one. And then
Yeah.
And again, I got this from Brian. Pretty clean copy of Strawberry Shortcake.
There you go.
Newsstand. Mm-hmm. I remember watching that show as a kid. So anything cartoon, whether it was Rainbow Bright, Care Bears. Watched
You were one of those kids. Got it.
Yeah. Got these books from our boy at Pork Chop Express. Drip. This is a variant. Awesome cover. Then I went and proceeded to get the Shining homage. This book this is what I really wanted out of everything. It was Drip cover A. Just love the cover.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then got the of Thunder.
Don't get JD started on this one, Duncan Fletch. We've had this conversation a few times this past weekend. I agree with you.
It's not a good hot dog.
Also issue number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't pick up any original art because I'm not there yet. Hopefully I won't have to be there because that's expensive. So something good came out of Samurai Comics, which this was a good price for this book. Cherry's Jubilee, Cherry Pop Tart, $10.
The Pussy Posse. Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then I've been trying to finish this run for a year or two. This is the only issue that's been holding me back.
Agreed, Tate.
And I'm so glad I didn't have to go to eBay to purchase it. This is Omaha issue number 12.
Oh yeah.
So paid $6 for it, fair price, and now I'm done with the entire first and second volume.
Nice.
Well, when you used to be in
Yeah, that was a good booth, man. I mean, you got your Omahas, I got Spawns. Like, he had stuff that just other people just did not have.
Yeah. But I didn't know that he wasn't like dealing or anything like that. So if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't have went. And I still would be looking for my issue number 12.
I can't say that I saw anyone try to offer a deal, and I just read the sign, and that's all.
But I maybe I should have taken it as a challenge, right?
You should have. Yeah.
Sign says you gotta have a membership.
I got this from Spider-Man Booth's mom. I always see her at the cons, and she always remembers me. So, Wu-Tang issue number 3. Nice. I always see issue number 1 and 2. I rarely see this issue number 3.
Yeah.
So, I had to grab that. She had a few issues of this comic that people don't really know too much about. It's called Furlough by Radio Comics. It's those animal. I forgot what they call it.
Vegetable or mineral?
Yeah. Issue number 125. And issue 136.
She holding her leg up?
She's got to mark her territory.
Oh no, that's her hand, her arm.
Oh, okay.
Not down there, it's not.
I guess I got these books too. These were from a mystery box that was given to me from the guys at Comic Book Boys. They're my homies, man. Always get stuff from them. Also found this DC Comic Superhero Collection.
Nice. Adam Hughes.
Yeah.
Tate, he was not, or at least that I ever saw.
She looks smart.
Trust me, I got a ton of shit at the con, but this is all that I brought. I'll bring the rest next week. One of the bigger hauls I got was from Doreen. She gave me all her Penthouse comics.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just great books, great covers. Made my day for sure.
Great stories.
Yeah. Great pictures.
Articles. The articles are amazing. They weren't Penthouse magazines, they were Penthouse comics, but
yeah. I can't believe what I paid for this one. You know me, I always gotta work on getting these 194s, first Black Cat. And nobody touched this book. It had been sitting in the same position the whole day. This guy had his books priced, but for some reason this one wasn't priced. And he shot me a price, and I was like, okay, can you do this much? And he's just like, oh, you don't want to pay anywhere over this much, right? And I was like, not really. He's like, okay, so great deal, great condition. I mean, I can't wait to send this in. I just sent a book in at CGC at WonderCon, so now I get it back at raw form. So
there you go.
Yeah, man, great pickup, man. Love that book. This is my banger of the con.
Hey, Rob, was that the variant though?
No,
No.
Man.
That's why he's just donating this one to C3.
So this was my big boy at the con. Brave and the Bold, number 20. Huh? I know. Yeah. I gotta get your copy, bro. Let's work something out.
No, thank you.
Oh man. All right. We're not friends anymore. Brave and the Bold, number 20.
I already unfollowed you.
First appearance of Suicide Squad.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Man.
I know it. I know he got that.
I like buying from him because he puts all these little notes in there, and he's pretty good with his grades too.
Yeah,
but
I was looking at that book actually.
Yeah, so dude, he gave me a so I was like, what's the lowest he could go? And he gave me a number, and I went, okay. And I kept going back and forth, just looking at it. And the guy, I don't know if it was his son or what, but the guy working with him, he's just like, oh, you want to see that book again or what? And the owner said, oh, if he's really interested, he'll come back like 3 more times and look at it. He knows me so well, which I did. But the very last time I went to the booth, I opened it, took it out of the bag and board, and looked through the pages. And that's when he knew that it was going down. Okay. So I told him, look, I know that you gave me this price and that's a great deal, but I'm at this price. And if you can't do it, it's fine. He's like, you know what? Let's do it. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So great deal on this book. It looks all scratched up and stuff, but if you take it out of this Mylar, which that's what's scratched up about it, it looks a lot better. Yeah.
Okay. I remember looking at it briefly and I'm going, this isn't good enough. I want a better quality copy.
Yeah. So the inside of the book is really good actually. So but yeah, I think the major flaw would be like there's like scribbles on the back. Where is it at? Right there. But that, you know, they don't really like
cover. Who cares?
Yeah. So super excited to get this. I wasn't planning on. You rarely see these books at cons, so
yeah. No, it's on my hunt list for this year. My top 25 hunt list. Is that
nice.
That book's on there. Yeah.
Hey, do you have a area variant of a Black Cat? We could work something out.
No.
JD does. You could probably try to get it from him, and we could work something out.
Nah, it's all right. I can just go buy that book.
My last book. This isn't a banger, but this is definitely my favorite pickup of the weekend, and it didn't happen at WonderCon. It happened at the flea market. There's one guy that we spent a lot of time talking with, drinking tea. He had this book, and I know a lot of people here probably don't know anything about this actress / model. So the book I got is Playboy version 23, number 4. And this is a Christine DeBell cover. If you know anything about her, she was in the movie Meatballs, you know, that summertime movie. And she was also in an adult film, which my friend used to work at a VHS. Hey, what's up? A video store, and he used to loan us videos. And one of the ones that he lent us was her in a the very first musical adult film. And I've always just kind of like remembered her. Well, this guy had this sign. Apparently he knows her, and got it signed.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. We learned a lot. It was
great. You know what's up. But he had it at a really good deal, and I couldn't pass it up. Also, when I bought it, I feel like James and everyone else, JD and Tony, were happy for me for picking it up. But yeah, like this is just like one of those things that this is a pickup just for me. You know what I mean?
You really wanted to learn how Adam lost his virginity.
Yeah. So the movie she starred in was Alice in Wonderland, the musical.
And he's friends with her.
Yeah, friends with her. So there's 2 copies that exist of this book signed. He owns both, which he had both of them there. The other one was a 7.0, a little bit more expensive, but I was going to settle for the 5.0. He wasn't even sure if he wanted to get rid of the 7.0.
Did either one of them have creamed pages?
The 8.0 at home.
Yeah.
Because he had a third copy, which is raw, and he was going to get it signed.
So I saw the census, and there was a 7.0 and a 5.0. So me and him are the only ones that own a signed copy of this book. So yeah, if you're a fan of Meatballs, she's in this. She's in that movie. And if you're a fan of Alice in Wonderland, an adult film, she's in that too. She stars in it. So yeah, man, really happy to have gotten that. It was
a wall book.
Didn't he also say something about like it's the only like nudity one or something?
Yeah, so because she has her tit popped out right there. That's
nudity cover.
Yeah,
right?
cover. Normally they wouldn't have stuff like that at that time because you know, it's classy. It was a classy book. But yeah, this one, yeah. And you know what's funny is you would think because she's dressed as Alice from Alice in Wonderland that is promoting the video, but there's nothing here saying anything. I have a raw copy. I gotta do some research and see if there's anything that pertains of the movie.
Do us a favor when you're doing that research. Would you at least turn your camera off this time?
We did shout out your name, Doreen. That's why Doreen
Yeah.
did say, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
he was a
he
cool
knew
guy.
who you were, Dorian.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it for me. I mean, like I said, I have more, but I will bring that some other time.
I'm going to make this so I'm only going to show some glimpses of stuff from WonderCon because A, I haven't dropped my video, and B, there's a lot of it. So like Robert, I'm going to bring some of it next week. I do also have a few items that were left over sitting here to show from previously. I'll show first real quick. I had gotten this Rocketeer, the Island variant from IDW.
Oh, that's a Nathan cover, right?
Yeah, the Zerdy.
Yeah.
Notorious. You bought 2 copies.
Of course, I picked up another copy of Ghost Rider 2099.
Oh shit, dude! I saw 8.0 at WonderCon.
8.0.
I know.
Trash. Come on. 9.8s. Let's go. I'd gotten a CGC submission back. And so I had gotten my Valkyrie came back at a 9.8.
9.8. That's money right there, dude.
Chiodo cover, yeah.
John, what up? We talked about
What's up, John?
Joe.
Good to see you again.
J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane cover.
Nice. Claim.
2 of those.
Is one of those going up in your auctions?
It might. The Amazing Spider-Man 14 volume, like 5.
Comic Addicts, what up?
So better.
Some stuff I got signed at San Francisco Fan Expo last year. Came back. This Amazing Spider-Man or Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is signed by the writer Cody Ziegler. Yeah. First appearance of Rabble. Then got this is double signed Spider-Man Noir, obviously homage. JD. Homage.
Tomato.
Signed by Miko and oh god.
Jalapeno.
Eric Larson. So the writer and the cover artist. And then Transformers. This is what, issue 25? Yeah. This is the 1 in 100. Jay Lee.
Just casually chilling in my hood. That's great.
Signing that foily goodness Jay Lee stuff. And then the last one from that submission was the rarest of all the Comics Curing Cancer art books featuring variant cover art. It was a Comic-Con exclusive for New York Comic-Con. Will Torres Spawn cover. That beautiful Comics Curing Cancer stuff there. Okay, so then WonderCon. Obviously JD said it, so I wasn't going to show the book, but I will because he already said it. I did pick up a copy of Hawkman number 4.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So that was cool. I picked up a bunch of books to give away. Bunch of really impressive Captain Marvels and some Forbidden Planet and some Transformers books. I'll go into detail on them on my show. I don't need to bore you guys. I picked up a stack of Spidey super stories that are in really good, really decent condition.
Are those one you were talking about?
Yeah. Including issue 3. So nice early issue. I picked up a stack. I did go to a different vendor. FatStack, a different vendor to pick up some Captain Americas, including this Captain America Annual number 2, where he's got a freaking Nazi robot on the cover. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
So, whole stack of Captain America books, some Web of Spider-Man books. Who cares? All right. Trying to be cognizant of some time for you guys here. Here we go. I picked up some independent stuff. some trade paperbacks from Rob Haynes Adventures. I was talking with the artist. It looked kind of cool art. I liked it. It was kind of just simple classic. He's like a globe-trotting detective. He has like 7 different books. I picked up the first 2 volumes to pick up. He said the nice thing is you can read them in any order. It doesn't matter because they're all kind of individual stories. And I said, well, but you put numbers on them. So I have to read number 1 and number 2 first.
Mission Impossible vibes, huh?
Yeah. Then, of course, I do love Lady Mechanica. I have a bunch of the books, but I wanted to finish up my collection of trade paperbacks because for some reason I had like issue 1 or trade paperback 137 or something like that, and a bunch of floppies. So I got all the ones I needed to complete the run on the trade paperbacks. Benitez was there, signed them, and then my wife apparently he told us that you can go take it over somewhere else, and the writer was there and would sign them or the letterer or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And didn't do anything about it. But all of them are now double signed. So my wife must have secretly without me knowing, gone off and gotten them all signed.
Oh yeah, that's a keeper.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Also, this whole time I've been calling her Lady Mechanica.
What Mechanica versus Mechanica?
Mm-hmm.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
Let's get an homage going. Yeah. My wife wanted
I would have
this Maleficent cover when we were talking to Peter Smith. So
Nice.
we picked that up for her. She is, do I have that cover? I said, no. And she said, well, I do now. And added it to the stack. Picked up his variant for the Invisible Man
Nice.
and his variant for Dracula.
That was
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Because I already have his Mummy and his Frankenstein variants. I went and talked to John Boy, and I picked up that Spider-Man. I really like the way that the signature with the white highlights around it kind of like are inverse of the webbing.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of all goes together. I thought that was really kind of cool. I found a Rocketeer book over at Brian's pile that I didn't have that I needed. One of the Black Sheep needs to sound off and let me know. I don't know who it was, but this book was A-okayed to me.
That was Joe.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I remember I was there when he got it.
I was pretty sure it was Joe, but I didn't know it got to my wife, and then she said, "Oh, one of the guys got this for you." I love it because
He
I
contemplated on keeping it, but he did the right thing.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man. I mean, it's a nice book. I do pick up Challengers of the Unknown from time to time, so I love it. I don't have this copy, so
Well, it would either have gone to you or Mike. So he made the
I'm
right
a better
decision.
person to give that to. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely. I too picked up the Phoenix Fan Expo exclusive variant of Thunder. I love that cover. I thought that when they showed it on the thing, I was like, "Oh, damn, that's a freaking great cover." I had picked up when I backed the Kickstarter for Up Thunder.
Headaches, no. The answer is no.
I was going to get there later.
When I backed the Kickstarter for Up Thunder, I backed it so I could get a original page. And so I was surprised that this page was still there after you guys had all gone through them already, whatever. But I was able to find the piece.
Oh,
that,
nice.
that they had made a banner out of. And
Oh,
were
yeah,
advertising the
yeah.
book. It's a single full page, and it's the girl with the Thor's hammer, and that is just a great freaking page.
Yeah.
So with this, I need to get now a regular copy of the book, and that's going to be a donation to Comics Curing Cancer. Only because I don't collect art. Well, except for C3 art. And then another piece of art that I picked up while I was there for Comics Curing Cancer. I picked this up from Steve Gordon.
Nice.
As Hulk. So that's going to be available during the Comics Curing Cancer in October, the 23rd through the 25th. And then I got some art. This is what I'll show. The rest of the books and detail stuff you can watch my video on Monday. Jevin Loop. He does a book called Nuke Chicken. So I knew that he was the man to do some anamorphic character. Spider-Ham was the man. Jevin Loop, great. Jevin Loop's doing an awesome piece for us for Comics Curing Cancer for our art book this year. Shout out Kevin Paez, also doing a piece for us for Comics Curing Cancer. You're going to notice a repetitive theme here. He's doing a page for us, so I had to support the homie there. He did his Bane for me. Stephen Gordon, I picked up also. I had him do a commission for me.
Oh shit, nice.
This Phantom, and then he added as a bonus the dog in there, which is great. I love.
Is that Snake Eyes dog?
No. I love picking up some of these different covers from time to time and then waiting until happen to have the right artist to do a piece. And the Phantom was one of those ones when I left my house. I'm saying, I'm going to bring this with me. I know I'm going to find an artist. I have a feeling that's going to be able to do this. And originally I offered this blank to Daryl Skelton, but he chose to do something else. So then when I got down to Stephen Gordon, I didn't give him a choice. I just kind of said, hey, you want to do a Phantom? He said, yeah, I do a Phantom. So
like
Daryl Skelton,
sex act.
yeah, right. Daryl Skelton instead chose to do Batman, and so he did his Batman. And because Daryl Skelton is an old school guy, matter of fact, he was telling me all these great stories about Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and stuff because he worked with all of them. And he was even telling me his story about Stan Lee and them. And so he chose to draw Batman with the Whirly Bat. Most people won't know the Whirly Bat. They might have seen it maybe on a cover once or twice, but that's about it. The Whirly Bat, Batman and Robin would fly around on these things over Gotham and back in the early days, chasing down criminals. And it's basically just a chair with a helicopter blade sitting on it.
It looks like he's on a carnival ride.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, that's painted. Then our friend Bobby Breed, he's doing something for Comics Curing Cancer. I was talking to him. I saw a book off to the side, and I said, "What's up with that?" And it was kind of covered with papers and stuff. He goes, "Oh, I keep forgetting about that. That's a book I did a while ago, and I've been meaning to put it out to sell it, but it keeps getting buried, and I don't want to get rid of it or something." And I said, "Well, how much money am I paying for it?" So picked up this Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
My man Peter Smith did me a Rocketeer.
Oh, yeah.
And the last commission is that's what I did lots of commissions. Sean Forney, who's worked with Comics Curing Cancer, I had him do a wraparound. So we start off on the front side. We got Batman, and it's actually, if you orient it like this, he's coming down from the rooftops, and he's fighting Clayface there.
Wow.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
So this is my new way I'm doing, since CBCS is going out of business, my new way of doing these sketch covers. When I have a wraparound, clear backerboard on the back, and then comic cape on the front, which is a UV protected. So I get hard clear plastic on both sides like this, protect the book, and I can see it. And I'll take up a lot less space than all my old CBCS slabs.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'll show today. I got more stuff. I got way more stuff that we'll show next week, including all the big boy books, which you can check out Monday on my channel.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Good shit, dude. Good shit. All right, I will answer this real quick. Yeah, the answer is no. At least in Modesto. There's a shop in Modesto. I am not fond of it myself. I will say Turlock, which is not Tulare, as we learned earlier today. Turlock is not too far. It's like 15, 20 minutes away. They have a good shop, Turlock Comics. I would recommend that one. And then you'd be driving to Stockton for probably your next best one. And shit, after that, you're driving all the way to Sacramento, probably.
How far do you live from Folsom?
hour and a half, I would say, maybe even 2 hours.
There's a pretty good shop in
It's a
Folsom. I
good
forgot
drive.
what it's called though, but
Yeah,
I picked up a
same.
Transformers book. Came back in
A1
'96.
Comics, yes.
A1 Comics.
Yes. So yeah, if you really want to, I would say Turlock, or tomorrow, as our buddy Comic Web promoted, here in Modesto is the Latinx Comic and Arts Festival. So there will be Brian there vending. He'll be the only
That's right, Addicts. Go support your people, bro.
So
Let's go.
that would be perfect.
James will be there.
Probably not, but but that's tomorrow.
So much for the support. Holy shit.
Work, bro. Yeah, it's 15 minutes away. And damn, yeah, Turlock's is worth it. Like I said, I'm not too fond of R1 here in town. He's just done some stuff in the past, and I'm just holding a grudge for probably what's 10 years now. So I don't, whatever. You can check out the one here in Modesto and see if you like it. But yeah, our other one unfortunately closed down, and then they rebranded this weekend as Wormhole Comics, as I learned, because I was. Got a notification that someone went live, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then I'm like, oh, that's them. Oh shit, they're at WonderCon. And it worked out perfectly because I got Spawns, JD got his Ahsoka. It was perfect.
Good job on that Ahsoka pull. When I saw you pull on your show, pull that out, I was like, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was crazy. And James was just talking. I mean, he just busted out, hey, I'll knock off $50 more.
Yeah.
I was like, done.
Didn't even have to ask.
Yeah.
And then we got
a big week. You had a big weekend. Good job.
I'm not touching your level, but
hey, it's not a competition. They keep telling me.
No, your bangers
I don't
were.
believe it.
I was jealous of like
I mean,
5, man.
But still, dude, that's like anytime you can knock off one big book is great. You knock off 2 big books like that.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I just don't even have a first appearance of Ahsoka.
Yeah. It was meant to be, and I even told James, I go, there's 3 books I want out of my top 5 that I was looking for. And if it happens, it happens. But it was funny because what we said earlier, we're not going to spend money today, and
that was day one.
That was day one.
When you see it, sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. But yeah, WonderCon was a success, and now we wait till next year and
burping up some Kool-Aid.
See how many vendors show up, apparently.
I still remember the fear on JD's face when he saw the Kool-Aid. And it was just like, I don't know if this guy's going to do it. Like, we might have to kick him out.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was fun. Shakey's is always a good time. They should sponsor us, but, whatever. But, yeah. Shout out.
So, Steve. Good to see
I'm
you,
sure
man.
they would. I'm sure they dread us coming back every year.
What up, Steve? It was good hanging with him.
I felt like they hired a hall monitor for us just for this year.
You know what I say about that? Let me tell you. The thing I found was weird, and I mentioned it to a couple people. Almost all of us at some point have worked some retail. Some of us are still doing it, and that's not a knock. It just means you have a reference point for this conversation. I could not believe the number of employees being allowed to take a nap or sit out on the tables in the customer area playing games and other stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
a fucking goddamn lounge. I mean,
that was crazy. Yeah, dude was just straight laying down on the bed right by us. Just
they're taking their break. They're doing all this stuff. Like you don't have a break. Not in my day. That was like never.
My favorite part was when when Devin came in through the wrong door and the guy yelled at him. He said, "Hey, you guys cannot come through that door again. Don't let it happen again." And then Devin goes, "Or what?" And just walks away. Dude, I just started laughing.
And he laid back down, and the guy went back.
He laid back down.
Wow. I did not hear that one.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Or what?
Wow.
Good times, man.
I'm actually glad the guy laid back down and didn't do anything else. So, oh, that's it. We're going to get thrown out right now.
Yeah.
Well, he chewed somebody out for cussing. I forgot who it was.
Oh, right when we got there, practically.
Yeah.
Hey,
so come on, guys.
Here.
Yeah,
There's
there's
families
kids
here.
around.
One of the employees did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that same guy, the same one. He was extra.
So we exhausted him, and he just had to just take a nap. It's
Yeah.
basically what I'm learning. Wow.
Then they were all playing cards there when we were leaving.
When we were leaving,
sitting there at the table. I'm like, oh well, shit, fuck it, we'll play poker. Let's go, come
on. Since Steve's here, I had a great moment embarrassing him at Cheesecake Factory. I got my cheesecake, and I went to take the first bite, and I turned the fork to him to like I was feeding him. And Steve's reaction to that, and then it just so happens one of the waiters is walking by, and I didn't see his face, but I guess he had quite the reaction to seeing that. It's like, oh, these guys are like that.
Yes.
And Steve was like, what the fuck? Oh man. Hey, they had a bomb ass peach cheesecake though. No, there, man. That was good. Oh man. Yeah. It was a great fucking weekend, dude.
Awesome.
Great weekend.
Let's pull our parachute and let's jimmy jam on out of here, eh?
Oh yeah, man. Yo, JD, where can people find you?
Well, now you can find me on Thursdays.
Go, keep talking. Keep talking.
You got it? There you go.
Everything right there. Raging Cajun Comics on Instagram and YouTube. It's usually on Fridays for Friday, but I did a Thursday because it was my friend's birthday, so I just decided to just use that same thing. Didn't want to make a new title. And hanging out with these guys in the Black Sheep. So
yeah, man, good time.
I want to give you grief because I went to go watch it live and then it wasn't there, and I was going to promote it. I was like, I'm going to make him a freaking thumbnail to promote this thing for Friday, and like I'm going to put the link in there and everything. And then I go to get the link and I realize it was already done. I'm like, oh, well,
yeah, totally forgot that I had plans for early today, so I couldn't do it. So I was like, all right, improvise, and I go, you know what the hell, I'm just going to go live. So I just did it that day.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it here because I was hoping that you jump on because we did spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, I was like,
not
especially
as much
the flea market and everything, and WonderCon, what a blast, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually find me here hanging out with these guys. Usually the second half. I'm the second half, ringer. Come and help out.
JD, when James was at your house, did you make sure to keep your drink in your eye line at all times?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
No,
man.
But he was a great guest. No
complaints.
Wife did say he was a tall mother.
Mm-hmm.
When she first saw him.
Yes.
James is deceiving for people.
He's
who
fucking
don't-
humongous, huh?
Yeah.
Go look at the pictures.
Like,
You'll see.
you can't even cuddle with him because he's just fucking misproportioned.
I think there's like one picture where we're all doing the lineup, which is really odd. Like he's like leaning over one side. He's like doing like a side stretch.
I know.
He's got one arm around Doreen, and
Yeah.
he's putting another arm around like
So
I don't remember
awkward.
who-
You think that?
But yeah, just find me here hanging out with these guys and
What up?
on my channel. Thanks for supporting, guys. That's
Yeah.
it.
Cool, man. All right, Rob, where can people find you, man?
on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Tomorrow I have a show called Only Slabs where I give away a bunch of books. But more importantly, we have guests come on and they share some of the books that are important to them. And we have Mr. Comics 89. He's stateside after having been deployed over in South Korea for quite some time.
Oh, that's the one. That's the guy.
Yeah, the one who he was dedicated to waking up at 30 in the mornings of. Well, he's back stateside and he's going to be our guest tomorrow. So that'll be a great show.
I believe it's his third time, right?
It's at least his second, if not his third time. Yeah. Big
Nice.
Spider-Man fan he is.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Anything else?
Monday I'll drop my WonderCon call and tour video. So,
Cool, man. All right, James, you're next.
All right, find me at the Comic Raider on Instagram, and I got a lot of shit, so I need to make a YouTube video at some point, and that'll be a found on my channel. Also, probably the Black Sheep Comic Club. Maybe I'll even do a couple videos to kind of space them out. But yeah, that's pretty. And then the low grades every Friday at 7. And again, thanks to JD for hosting me. You guys were awesome. I love you guys. And yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in. This was a fun WonderCon recap. Puts me right back in vacation mode. So now I need to fucking get back to reality at some point, I guess.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I mean, the cool thing about the con is I feel like it brings us all even closer. Like you don't think that we're as close as we could be, and those cons just help push us, like squish us together even
It helps
harder.
get that bridge until the barbecue.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, good. Looking forward to that.
Cool. All right, you can catch me everything Comics on the Edge right there, and you know, whatever James said, I'm along there with him. So next con I think is Ontario. I forgot, when is it, JD? May?
It's in May.
Okay. I still got time to recoup.
Yeah.
So,
For mine, it'll be Oakland Comic Con in May.
There you go. That's your next show?
Yeah, I'm skipping. I'm not gonna. I looked at there's at Fandom Con.
Yeah.
Next month there are 0 comic book people listed. They have a tab for it, and you click on it. It's just more to be announced soon with none listed. So all right, skipping that one. I'll check out Oakland Comic Con, which has got a pretty good
you
lineup.
go to that Latin one that Brian's at.
That's quite the drive for one bit.
I went to Stockton Con to see him just recently, so
Okay.
and LA or Anaheim,
True,
whatever.
true that.
Same place for me. It seems like. I know they're different for you guys, but to me, they're all the same.
Yep. Thanks.
So Ontario Revolution seems like it's going to be a good show again this year. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint.
Nice.
But yeah, me and JD over there and a couple other friends. But
maybe Doreen will be there. She's just
oh yeah, that's
Doreen.
true.
Yeah, Doreen too.
Sure, we'll just do another fucking WonderCon minus you two.
yeah. I don't know how you'll manage without the two of us, but
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, we'll survive. Trust me.
More spawn for you, Robert.
I found so much spawn this weekend.
You won't have people citing to you little excerpts from the bylaws and stuff all the time.
I know.
How will you survive?
Oh,
All right. Yeah.
thanks to the chat.
Is everyone going both days? Well, I mean, I bought the ticket that has both days in it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go to both, but
Yeah.
So way to go.
yeah. All right. Let's end this madness.
Thank you to the chat. Thank you for everyone tuning in. We appreciate it. Catch y'all next Friday.
Yeah. Until then, low grades for life.
Losers.